Well, hello YouTube, welcome back to Daily Life. I'm your host, star of the Daily Life, Tom Johnson. Today is Thursday, March 13th. I am realizing that I have not announced the day all week. I'm sorry about that. If you don't know what day it is, you should get a calendar. But today is Thursday, March 13th. It's a good thing today isn't Friday the 13th, or that would be unlucky. Today's topic is affairs. I told you this was going to be kind of a relationship-y type week, and it is. I hope I'm not disappointing. Now, I have been telling you all week not to do things, and I'm going to do it once more time. Do not do work relationships, do not use the pickup lines that I recited yesterday, and do not have an affair for God's sakes, man. Or woman. Statistically, men are more likely to engage in affairs, though. Right. What is an affair? I'm going to tell you what an affair is. In the normal course of a relationship, you have a man, represented here. You have a woman, represented here. The man and the woman come together to form a bond in holy matrimony, otherwise known as marriage. This works pretty well. You get the man. Which one was my man? This one. No, this one was my man. This one was my man. Man, woman. They mesh. They're a couple. Now, what happens to that couple sometimes? It's usually the man who will get bored of being in a couple. And this is what he does to it. He brings in another woman, represented by this pen. And I don't have three hands, so I'm going to use my mouth. He takes the woman and this is the relationship. This is what happens. He goes like this. He kills the relationship with the woman by sleeping with her, usually. Now you have the man, the woman, and another woman represented by this pen. In this bizarre love triangle. Now what happens if the woman, the real woman that's in the relationship with the man, finds out this woman? What happens if these two women meet? I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking about it right now. Menage a trois is not a real thing. It happens in the movies, it doesn't happen in real life. You will not get a menage a trois. What you will get is 0 women. You started with 2 women, that's the man. Started with your real woman, you started with your fake woman. Now, you have no women. You're left all alone because you screwed it up. And what are you going to do now? You're going to go out and you're going to look for another woman, represented by these sunglasses. Now, when you screwed up your relationship with your one woman by cheating with another woman, occasionally will lead to a better woman. But usually, it leads to no woman. So I urge you not to engage in affairs. Now, there are some women that engage in affairs. I know one woman, friend of a friend of a friend. I don't even know her name. But this woman apparently sleeps with 2 guys. One guy, and this probably happens all over the place. One guy she uses for money. They have they have a platonic relationship. And he gives her things because he has a lot of money. He owns a profitable electronics firm or a car lot. I don't really know what he owns, but he must own something. I mean, if you're going to be rich, you got to own something, right? Right. Just say right. And so, he owns some stuff. That's cool. What does he own? I don't know. The one guy owns stuff. The other guy has stuff, if you know what I mean. And he uses his stuff on that girl. The girl uses him. The girl. So girls do it too. It's not just men. It's mostly men, but some girls engage in affairs. There's a Seinfeld episode where George gets into an affair with a guy named Michael's wife. She commits adultery. I don't remember what the girl's name was. It's not important. And George is, that woman, she's like this now. So you shouldn't commit affairs. It's generally a bad idea. Not generally, it's always a bad idea. Unless your spouse condones it. Some people have open relationships. Newt Gingrich. Gotta love Newt Gingrich. He's a funny guy. Republican Revolution. Some people have said that he's been in an open relationship. I think the biggest affair that was ever committed has got to be the Lewinsky affair. Millions of words have been said on television, and there's been books written about it. So I figure I'm entitled to talk about it. A certain former president, you all know who I'm talking about, from Arkansas. It's actually pronounced Arkansas. Just wanted to see if you thought I was dumb. I'm very smart. If you ever think, the thought ever crossed your mind, hey, this Tom Johnson guy, he might not be the sharpest knife in the wherever they keep, what is that thing they put knives in? Sharpest knife in the right term is sharpest knife in the drawer, but I was going to try to say that sharpest knife in the thing, but I don't remember that thing that put knives in. Anyway, I'll go with the traditional saying, sharpest knife in the drawer. You're wrong, because I am the sharpest knife in the drawer. Don't forget it. I know how to pronounce Arkansas. And the president, who's from Arkansas, he engaged in an affair. He almost got impeached. That was the president of the United States. Now, if he can lose his job from an affair, you can too. He was lucky. He did not lose his job and he did not lose his relationship. Most guys who do that lose both. Or at least their relationship. And if they had it at work, they'll lose their job too. But if they had been listening to me when I did the show on Tuesday, they wouldn't have had a work-life relationship like that, so at least they'd have a job. They wouldn't be happy, but they'd have a job. Right? Am I right? Of course I am. Point being, well, I don't know what the point was. Okay, well, that's about all I have to say for today. So at this point, I'm going to let you go. And you can go back to reading or sleeping or cooking or working or cleaning, whatever the hell you were doing before you decided to turn on Daily Life for your daily dose of entertainment. From yours truly, Tom Johnson. We'll announce tomorrow's topic. Tomorrow's Friday. It's TGIF Day. And the topic for tomorrow is cents. Not cents as in dollars and cents. Cents as in, well, you'll see tomorrow. So with that, I will sign off. I hope you do have a great day. See you right back here in about 24 hours. Tom Johnson, The Daily Life, signing off.